G'day ladies and gentlemen, Duckville here. Welcome to a StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm replay cast. It's going to be on Star Station. Well, this map's leaving us, right? I can't remember. This one, is this being removed from the map? I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know, maybe I'm going nuts. Or already am. I'm not sure. Either way, this is a pretty interesting map, of course. You know, you see lots of two-base plays come out from Protoss players on this map, but our Protoss player down here at the bottom right-hand side, he's a member of Clarity Gaming, and does some very impressive stuff with Blinkstalkers and particular two-base timing plays, so we may see some of that coming out of him today. It is, of course, Continue. And does a bit of streaming. You can catch him over on that link that I just posted down there. You can also say hello on the Twitters. Yeah, really another nice player over the Clarity Gaming team. This guy, as I said, really impressive. You can catch his replay pack over on Team Liquid as well. If you particularly if you're really wanting to look at getting some mad skills at when it comes to timing-based plays, he's really good at it. It was really intriguing watching his stream last night when I was having a quick look over there. His opponent to the top left-hand side of the map as our blue Zerg player here from Team Root Gaming, a recent recruit to Root. It is Patreus. Now, of course, I do get to see a lot of Patreus as he does compete in a lot of the C tournaments, does really well, one of the rising stars, or in fact, he's not even rising anymore, he's already up there. I mean, he's now joined up with a really big American team, of course, is headed over to the Root Gaming house, and yeah, has been, hopefully, in the 2014 season, we'll see him pick up some big wins. I would not be surprised to see him really make a splash in some of the WCS tournaments. He should really display some great skill that he has. He's a very adaptable player, likes to sort of adapt to what his opponent is up to, has some excellent creep spread, and also just, I think particularly the main thing that I really like about the way Patreus plays is that he is just very adaptable and sort of changes what he's up to, is very careful with his lings, like the initial lings that he makes and things like that, to scout about and try and find any proxy pylons or probes that have ninjaed their way around the map. So these are, you know, some really quality aspects of the of New Zealand's own Patreus. So we'll see what Continue is going to do here. He's going to start us out with a Forge Fast Expand here, and we will see what his particular path is. Now, as I said, this guy is actually amazing with Blinkstalkers. His Blinkstalker micro, I wonder if you can cast your mind back to a long time ago at Home Story Cup. I think the map was dual site, and it was a PvP between JYP and I think it was MC was the other Protoss player, where we had from both players just an incredible display of Blinkstalker micro from both of them. And I mean, this is what I've seen so far from Continue. He's just got some really great micro skills, and we'll see if he's going to go in that direction today. Of course, this particular map does allow some blinking inside the main base. Of course, he will have to pass this area here where the third base is, but Patreus is going to be getting that third base up. We got a little bit of gas on the way, which is already, it's already come through, and he has started off the metabolic boost for his lings, so he is going to have a little bit of map presence with those lings early on. But Continue, he hasn't even scouted at the moment. He hasn't even run across the map to have a look at what his opponent is up to, so we'll see if he's going to go something a little bit, I don't know, as I said, very good with the two base plays, but he's going to start us out with a Stargate here. No gases down at the natural. Patreus will be certainly wanting to keep an eye on that. Of course, there you go, that the Overlord, of course, this guy wants to keep an eye on the gases to see when they're taken, and you know, how many probes go into them straight away. Normally, of course, you know, your probes you'll get your 3 probes in there really quickly, but I mean, it is always good to keep an eye on how much gas is coming in, especially the natural for the Protoss player. And now, a little bit of a scout just coming through. Of course, this Overlord is going to try and take a peek, trying to find out what tech is going on here. But it does seem as if Continue is going to go up to a Phoenix first. We'll keep an eye on what further units come out from there, because you know, there are yeah, there are some various ways that you can play out a Stargate opening. You can go up to quite a few Phoenix, you can go to 4, sometimes 5, or you can just get the 1, make an Oracle or a Void Ray or something like that, and in fact Betrayus is going to see that it is going to be a Void Ray next, so just the 1 single Phoenix is going to be floating about trying to kill off some of those Overlords. Betrayus, of course, will be able to get some tech up right now, identifying that the play is going to be a Stargate, at least at first. He's got a few more drones just about to pop out, taking him to a total of, it should be around about 40, 50 or so. In just a moment here, but we would expect that he's going to try and look for the Roaches, and the Hydras will probably be what his aim will be once we sort of start to move up in his production power. But for the moment, continue just getting a couple more gates up. All nice and standard stuff here from our Protoss player so far. Nothing really out of the ordinary just yet. +1 weapons is coming along, so this may signal that he is going to look for a timing attack here. He's going to move out with one of these zealots. The sentries are going to block off some of the lings. Wow, that... Are you serious? That zealot is still alive. I don't know how that happened, but the Phoenix is going to try and keep an eye on things. Betrayus wanting to know if his opponent is going to come across here and plant down that Nexus. Well, I'm not sure if that's going to happen, because we now have a bunch more gates on the way. We're going to go for a total of 8 gates here for continue. A couple of Void Rays are coming through as well. We're going to have the Zealots and the Sentries have now cleared out the Lings, so this could be... it looks as if it is going to be an 8-gate play here. I'm a little bit intrigued if he is going to put down... Yeah, he is going to put down the Nexus, and he is going to then move forwards. But for Betrayus, back on his side of the map, we do have a Spire on the way. Not going to pick up any Hydras or anything like that. Wants to be able to respond with some more mobile units. The Mutas, of course, very fast. They can, you know, get around the map very quickly, do a lot of damage with their Glaive Worms, and now, as we can see, should be hitting those injects in just a second here is Betrayus, but with the Spire on the way, we're going to bank up a lot of gas for the Zerg player, and then get ready for the big switch into Mutas, which will probably come very soon. But Continue is going to be pushing across. Some of his gateways have flowered open. They're going to provide him with the production capabilities to come across and get this big attack going. We've got Void Rays here, some Sentries as well. Betrayus may be in a little bit of trouble here. We've got a couple of Spore Crawlers ready to go, some Roaches, some Lings, and even a couple more Queens are now on the way. +1 to missile weapons is also coming through for the Zerg player here. We can now see that there are a bunch of Stalkers that are now out. We've got only the 6 Sentries, but they do have a lot of energy available to them, and now that Betrayus has identified that we have a huge swell of gates here, is that it is going to be a big push now coming through from Continue. We've got an interesting position for our Zerg player. He has so much ground to cover. Look at all of this that he has to keep an eye on here, so he has to be very careful with how he attacks this, or I suppose counter-attacks this play as it moves forward. The Void Rays will be able to do massive damage against those Roaches. Of course, the Stalkers can also do some great work. Now coming across, utilizing the hatchery there. Then, of course, a couple of force fields that have blocked off this right-hand side. Of course, this may expose the pylons, but there are 3 pylons there. And now Continue is going to absolutely destroy a lot of these Roaches. They've been kept out of the battle here at the backside. The Queen has now gone down. There are no Mutas on the way. Hydras are coming, but I'm not sure if it's going to be in time, as Continue is just annihilating all of the units that are already here. And when all the Roaches are gone, that means your Hydras have no protection. This is going to get very dicey for them. As Betrayus, yeah, just a very simple GG there. Continue with that nice timing. Betrayus, unfortunately, just not able to get the right units out in time there. The Hydras, if they were a little bit earlier, may have been able to save this one, but unfortunately didn't get them out. Make sure you go and check out Continue on his stream. Check out Betrayus over on his stream as well. Hope you all enjoyed the game. I'll catch you all next time. Here, as you can see, 47 damage to bio units, and then the 34 damage against other standard targets. His storms have also been wonderful, just spreading them out across the battlefield, doing really nicely there. And for Minigun, he's been sticking with a much more